So where are we as a world on CSR? The biggest survey that's been done is the Millennium Survey, done in the year 2000. 25,000 citizens were surveyed across 30 countries. And you can see the range of opinion. It's quite small, the print, but on the one hand, you get a country like Australia that is saying that mostly the responsibility of companies is to contribute social and environmental value. In the middle, we've got a country like Japan that is more or less evenly split, and towards the bottom we have a country like China saying actually the social responsibility is more to do with creating jobs and paying taxes and being a good economic agent in society. I don't know what the picture is like for Korea. It would be interesting to get your opinion on that. Do you believe that it's really about social and environmental value creation, or is it just about being a good corporate citizen and creating economic value? Also, we see that the views vary by region. This is a chart that shows whether consumers use their power to reward or punish companies that they believe are either socially responsible or irresponsible. And you can see that Asia typically at the moment does not use their consumer power to punish companies that are socially irresponsible, whereas a country like the United States, it's a lot stronger. So you've heard already quite a complex definition of social responsibility as it's defined in the ISO 26000 standard. This is my slightly simpler definition. I believe that most of the definitions we see have four components essentially. It's about value creation, which is the economic contribution, good governance, which is about the effectiveness of your institution, societal contribution, which is about how responsive you are to your stakeholders, and environmental integrity, which is about sustainable ecosystems. And there are numerous indicators you can use to measure that. Now, when I try to understand what I've learned about social responsibility over the last 20 years I've been working in this field, I've visited now more than 50 countries and seen many companies dealing with these issues. And what I have tried to do is to summarize what I've seen. And there are 5 different approaches to CSR that I've seen in countries around the world. And I'm going to explain each one of them. The first is a defensive approach in what I call an age of greed. There's a charitable approach in an age of philanthropy, a promotional approach in an age of marketing, a strategic approach in an age of management. And all 4 of these approaches are what I call CSR 1.0. This is the old approach. And this is the approach that I believe is failing to turn around the negative trends. Whether you look at biodiversity loss, or corruption, or the gap between rich and poor, or climate change, all of these are headed in the wrong direction. And all 4 of these approaches, although they make a contribution, they are not solving the problem. So I believe we need a different approach, which I call transformative CSR in an age of responsibility. And that I also call CSR 2.0. So this presentation is going to explain what I mean by this model and by these terms.